Sarah's day didn't just begin with a blaring car horn, it began with a carefully orchestrated disruption. Unseen forces, organized stalkers, and narcissistic abusers had set the stage to flood her reality with chaos. This was no accident. It was the first move in a day designed to keep her off balance, anxious, and doubting herself. This wasn't a one-off incident. It was a daily disruption, an unwelcome jolt that dragged her from the depths of sleep, leaving her feeling instantly frazzled and behind schedule. The residual stress lingered, a subtle hum beneath the surface of her day, and as if the physical intrusion wasn't enough, her phone chimed in, a chorus of notifications flooding the screen, each one vying for her attention. Among the usual spam and reminders, a passive-aggressive comment from a relative stung like a paper cut, a subtle jab disguised as concern. It was a small thing, but it chipped away at her already depleted reserves. Adding to the digital cacophony, bizarre texts from an unknown number flashed across her screen, cryptic and unsettling, leaving her with a nagging sense of unease. Who was this? And how did they get her number? Her morning peace, that precious sliver of tranquility before the day's demands took over, was completely gone before she even managed to swing her legs out of bed. The day had barely begun, and already she felt like she was losing. At work, the onslaught continued. Interruptions multiplied like rabbits, each one pulling her further away from the task at hand. A delivery person, seemingly oblivious to her clearly stated instructions, left a package with the wrong department, creating a ripple of confusion and wasted time. And then, the emails. Her ex, seemingly determined to remain a thorn in her side, bombarded her with trivial and often passive-aggressive messages, each one a subtle reminder of past hurts. Every attempt at focus, every effort to carve out a moment of concentration was relentlessly shattered by the constant barrage of external stimuli. It felt like she was trying to build a sandcastle in a hurricane. By evening, Sarah was utterly exhausted, drained not by the demands of her job, but by something far more insidious. She was exhausted not from physical labor, but from navigating a minefield of invisible stressors, those subtle yet pervasive forces that chipped away at her energy and peace of mind. She desperately tried to meditate, seeking a moment of respite, but her mind was too noisy, a chaotic jumble of thoughts and anxieties that refused to quiet down. This wasn't just a bad day, a random confluence of unfortunate events. It was a pattern, a recurring cycle of disruption and overwhelm. Deep down, her intuition screamed that something was fundamentally off, that there was a deeper force at play than mere coincidence. But the relentless static, the constant noise and distractions drowned it out, making it impossible to discern the truth. It was like trying to hear a whisper in a hurricane. Sarah's story, though unique in its details, is a classic example of what we call vibrational clutter, the accumulation of negative energies and influences that disrupt our inner harmony. It's often an intentional campaign orchestrated by forces unseen to disconnect you from your own inner guidance, that still, small voice that knows what's best for you. The goal? To keep you anxious, perpetually confused, and ultimately doubting your own reality, making you more susceptible to external manipulation. Vibrational clutter is rarely accidental. More often, it's the result of deliberate actions by organized stalkers and narcissistic abusers, people who use subtle tactics to disrupt your life, cloud your mind, and keep you off balance. Their goal is control, and vibrational clutter is their weapon. Vibrational clutter. What exactly is it? Think of it as energetic junk mail, those unwanted intrusions that clog your mental and emotional space. It's the digital equivalent of a messy room, but instead of physical objects, it's composed of disruptive energies. It encompasses meaningless, disruptive, and negative energies that fill your personal space, both physically and mentally. It's the constant barrage of information, the nagging doubts, and the lingering negativity that weighs you down. It's not just messy, it's toxic, a form of energetic pollution that contaminates your inner environment. Just like physical toxins can harm your body, vibrational clutter can poison your mind and spirit. This constant bombardment of negativity ends up lowering your vibration and leaving you feeling tired, anxious, and foggy. It drains your energy reserves, making it difficult to focus, make decisions, or even feel motivated. Signal jamming is a key tactic of vibrational clutter. It disrupts your ability to clearly receive and interpret information, both from the outside world and from your own intuition. It manifests as orchestrated chaos, designed to overwhelm your senses and create a sense of unease. It includes pointless arguments, those circular discussions that lead nowhere but leave you feeling frustrated and depleted. And it's the constant stream of irrelevant information designed to drown out your intuition, making it harder to connect with your inner wisdom and guidance. Ambient disruption is subtler, often going unnoticed, but it's just as damaging over time. This includes negativity from coworkers, those subtle jabs and complaints that create a toxic work environment. It's also the constant barrage of noise from noisy neighbors, construction, or other external sources that disrupt your peace and quiet. Or the presence of passive-aggressive family members that keep you constantly on edge, creating a stressful and uncomfortable home environment. All of these tactics erode your energetic boundaries, weakening your ability to protect yourself from negative influences, ultimately leaving you drained without a clear cause, feeling like your energy is constantly being siphoned away. Psychic interference and spiritual static are the internal effects of this energetic overload. As a result, your thoughts feel hijacked, scattered, and difficult to control, and you're left feeling disconnected from your higher self, your intuition, and your sense of purpose. It's like living in a fog, a constant state of mental and emotional haze. You're unable to find your path because the air is thick with someone else's noise, making it difficult to see clearly and move forward with confidence. Recognizing vibrational clutter and understanding its impact is the crucial first step. Only then can you begin to clear it and reclaim your peace, creating a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Organized stalkers and narcissistic abusers are the primary architects of vibrational clutter. They orchestrate chaos, confusion, and energetic disruption, often from the shadows, to keep you off balance and disconnected from your inner truth. Who creates this chaos? Often it's narcissistic abusers, ex-partners, family, or bosses, who thrive on control and attention. They provoke drama and crises to keep you entangled in their negativity, dimming your inner light. Organized stalking or gang stalking is even more insidious. Groups systematically disrupt your life with deniable tactics, making you question your sanity. Both types are energetic vampires, feeding on your distress and carefully studying your triggers to maximize disruption. Their chaos is a projection of their own emptiness, not a reflection of your weakness. Recognizing the source of vibrational clutter is crucial. It's not your fault. You're the target of someone else's pathology. Awareness is your first defense against their campaign. The true aim of organized stalkers and narcissistic abusers is to drown out your reality with vibrational clutter, filling your world with so much noise and chaos that you can barely hear your own inner voice. It's a calculated strategy to drown out your inner voice. Your intuition is your greatest power, and disruptors will do anything to sever that connection. They create chaos fights before big decisions, floods of messages during meditation, drama among friends to hijack your attention. When you trust your intuition, you're ungovernable. That's what they fear most. Their goal is perpetual confusion and self-doubt, making you question your sanity and depend on their version of reality. The static isn't a side effect, it's their primary weapon. Understanding this strategy is key to breaking free. Your clarity is their kryptonite. The subtle tactics you're about to see are intentionally deployed by organized stalkers and narcissistic abusers to flood your reality with vibrational clutter. Signal jamming tactics are subtle, often disguised as normal life. Conversational sabotage, they derail your thoughts, mock your feelings, and make you feel unheard until you silence yourself. Manufactured emergencies. Sudden crises erupt just as you're about to relax or focus, pulling your energy back to them. Environmental manipulation messes, loud music, or synchronized neighborhood noise, all designed to wear you down. Digital harassment, a barrage of confusing texts, emails, and passive-aggressive posts keeps you hypervigilant and off balance. Each tactic chips away at your peace, creating a pattern of disruption that's hard to see but impossible to ignore. Spotting these patterns is the first step to regaining control. Psychic interference and internal chaos are not accidents. They are the intended outcomes of vibrational clutter, deliberately created by organized stalkers and narcissistic abusers. Prolonged exposure to vibrational clutter seeps into your mind, becoming psychic interference. You internalize chaos, intrusive thoughts, sudden negativity, and self-doubt that don't feel like your own. This psychic pollution clouds your clarity, causing brain fog, poor concentration, and decision fatigue. The most damaging effect is the erosion of self-trust. You start to question your intuition and reality. Chronic anxiety and hypervigilance set in, rewiring your nervous system to expect constant threat. The interference isn't just mental, it affects your whole body, leading to fatigue, health issues, and a sense of never feeling safe. Recognizing these symptoms is vital. They're not your fault, but a sign of energetic exhaustion. You can reclaim your mind. Reclaiming your space is not just self-care. It's a powerful response to the deliberate vibrational clutter imposed by organized stalkers and narcissistic abusers. The first step is recognition, recognizing the subtle shifts in your environment and within yourself. It's about tuning into your intuition and acknowledging when something feels off. This awareness is the cornerstone of reclaiming your space. Acknowledge that your experience is real and not your fault. It's crucial to validate your feelings and understand that external influences can significantly impact your well-being. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself as you navigate these challenges. Remember, you are not alone in this. Document disruptions in a journal. Meticulously record the events, interactions, and feelings associated with each disturbance. Note the time, place, and people involved. Seeing patterns in black and white validates your intuition. Identifying recurring themes and triggers can empower you to anticipate and mitigate future disruptions. This process transforms vague anxieties into concrete data, strengthening your resolve. Establish energetic boundaries. Define clear limits on what you will and will not tolerate from others. This involves asserting your needs and protecting your personal space, both physically and emotionally. Visualize a shield of protective light around you each morning and whenever you feel under attack. This practice reinforces your boundaries and creates a buffer against negativity. Imagine this light deflecting unwanted energies and preserving your inner peace. Practice strategic disengagement. Learn to gracefully withdraw from situations that drain your energy or compromise your well-being. This isn't about avoidance. It's about consciously choosing where to invest your time and attention. Limit contact with disruptors, minimizing exposure to individuals who consistently undermine your peace and stability. This may involve difficult conversations or setting firm limits, but it's essential for self-preservation. Keep conversations brief and avoid sharing vulnerabilities. Protect your personal information and emotional landscape by maintaining a professional distance. Not everyone deserves access to your inner world. Unfollow, block, and create digital and physical distance where possible. Curate your online environment to eliminate sources of negativity and distraction. Prioritize your mental health by disconnecting from toxic influences. Clear your personal space, remove clutter, and create a sense of order in your surroundings. A tidy environment promotes a sense of calm and control, reducing stress and enhancing your overall well-being. Cleanse your home with sage, purifying the energy and dispelling stagnant or negative vibrations. Allow the smoke to permeate every corner, setting an intention for peace and harmony. Salt, using it to absorb negative energy and create a protective barrier around your home. Place bowls of salt in corners or sprinkle it along doorways and windowsills, or high-frequency music, and declutter regularly. Uplifting sounds can elevate your mood and create a positive atmosphere. Regular decluttering prevents the accumulation of stagnant energy and maintains a sense of freshness. Your home should be your sanctuary, a safe haven where you can relax, recharge, and reconnect with yourself. Create a space that reflects your personality and supports your well-being, a place to recharge and restore your energy. Prioritize self-care activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. This could include reading, meditation, spending time in nature, or pursuing hobbies. Every step you take to reclaim your space is a victory for your peace. Acknowledge and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each act of self-care and boundary setting strengthens your resilience. Boundaries and cleansing are your foundation for healing. They provide the structure and support you need to navigate challenges and cultivate inner peace. Protect your energy fiercely. It is a precious resource that deserves your utmost care and attention. Embrace your inner strength and stand guard over your well-being. Practical tools for clarity are essential to counteract the vibrational clutter created by organized stalkers and narcissistic abusers. Once you've set boundaries, tune back into your own frequency. Practice daily mindfulness or meditation. Even 5 minutes helps quiet the static and strengthen your focus. Spend time in nature. Its pure energy resets your system and helps you reconnect with your soul. Re-engage with activities that bring you joy and creative flow. Painting, dancing, writing, gardening. These raise your vibration and repel chaos. Cultivate body awareness. Scan for tension, breathe into tight areas, and reconnect with your physical self. Joy and presence are your spiritual armor. The more you fill your world with your own signal, the less room there is for someone else's noise. Make your energy unmistakably your own. Developing an unshakable core is the ultimate defense against vibrational clutter, especially the kind imposed by organized stalkers and narcissistic abusers. When you are rooted in your own strength, no external chaos can shake your foundation. With practice, you'll discover a deep, peaceful silence within. Your unshakable core. This inner sanctuary is untouchable by disruptors. It's the source of your true power. The journey isn't about fighting back, but rising above, making your peace and connection to spirit your top priority. You become so grounded in your truth that chaos can't reach you. You are the conscious creator of your energetic environment. Your attention is your most valuable currency. It is possible to find clarity, safety, and trust in your own heart again. Let the noise fade. Listen for your own song beneath the static. Turn up the volume on your soul. Let it be the only music you dance to.